Now we are getting into the AFC and NFC playoff standings. Okay. Um, as of week 18. Okay. So this is what it's looking like. And mind you, games still got to be played. Okay. Games still got to be played. But this is what it's looking like right now. So the Broncos are number one, 13-3. Um, so basically, so Chargers team that won't be at full strength. Yeah, it's looking like the Broncos are going to be number one based on what I'm reading here. And who they play on the wild card is going to be interesting because some things can move there. Especially if the Bills lose, I think, and even because Denver's playing the Chargers this weekend, and that's going to be a pretty big game, for a variety of reasons. But for who we play, who Patriots, I'm a Pats fan, and Denver plays as well. I mean, both. It's both a factor. But so right now it's looking like Denver's taking the top, and I mean they got a great team. It's well deserved, and a lot of this is more divisional too, because the West is just for AFC. I mean they're dominating. Um, so the second, we're because I am a Pats fan, we're getting the spot. I mean, we're most likely if they. Here's the thing: if we lose and they lose, nothing changes. If we win, and they win, nothing changes. If we win, and they lose, we're switching. But that's all that can happen. Really, at this point, we're in a great spot because we can kind of only go up. So yeah, pretty much in that sense. But except, shit, that's what I forgot. Actually, no, because we could get third because if the Jaguars win, so that's a good chance to interesting. Because I haven't looked at this in about a week or two. Yeah, I mean that would make sense. And then we got. So yeah, but if they both win, they're staying there. But well deserved. Third seed Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, they're on a run without a question. Could vary what seed, obviously, as of here, but for the most part, I think they're kind of deserving that spot. Um, okay, now this is the interesting thing about the Steelers. They're 9-7. They're playing the Ravens, who are 8-8. Now, they are both in the AFC North, guys. So if the Ravens win, they're switching. That's how crazy this shit can get. But if the Steelers win, they're in. They clinched. I mean, they've been on a run as well. And they're going to get a wild card spot, so they're in. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Chargers, even with a loss, I mean, I'd have to look at their division, but who would surpass them? I don't think anybody. So they're looking fine. I mean, I think they're even they could move up to fifth if they were to lose. Like, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, a lot of things could flip here, but they're still going to make playoffs regardless. Because the 7th team is 11-5. I mean, like, and most other teams are pretty much eliminated. But this is what I'm saying with the Ravens. Like, they're going to be hit or miss. But if they win this weekend, which there's a chance, they are in the playoffs, guys. The Baltimore Ravens will be in the playoffs. So I think it's something we got to consider. But it is so interesting looking at this. Like, my brain's rolling because what I'm realizing too with the AFC right now, a lot can move just on this week. This last week. So it's a very interesting year that way. So we'll see for AFC. Now, NFC. Seahawks, they just got a big win over the 49ers. They're taking that shit. It's inevitable. It's not even close. I mean, they're up 2 games against the 2nd seed. They're clinching that number 1 spot. So they're really going to get the first round bye. And they are looking solid, guys. I mean, they didn't even have the craziest game against the 49ers, but they won. And you just got to win, guys. You just got to win. That's really all it is. The Bears, second. Again, this is where it gets a little shifty because if they win and they lose, I'm pretty sure they're swapping. They also have, I think, some divisional. Yeah, the Eagles got to win. The Bears can clinch the number 2 seed with the win. Yeah, so if they beat the Lions, they will clinch it. Interesting. And then, so the Eagles, The Eagles are going to be resting Jalen Hurts, bro. This is interesting. If Eagles lose, they'll be locked into the third three. Okay, so the Eagles aren't moving. Okay, I got it. Okay, now this is a paragraph, but I'm just gonna cut it short for you guys. I'm gonna try and make this as most understanding as I can. As of right now, the Bucs are in the 4th seed. Why with an 8th and 9th record, you may ask? And this is for guys like non-football fans to understand. Because the NFC South sucks dick. Okay, they do. Now, my second team's the Bucs, okay? The only way that they make the playoffs, though, is if the Saints beat the Falcons tomorrow. Because the Falcons have beat them. But now that Tampa has beat Carolina, they win the break over Carolina or some shit like that. Because, or no. See, I even got it messed up. The Falcons are out. But right now, basically, okay, this is the best way I can explain it. Let me rephrase. The Falcons are out. But because the Falcons caused such a problem in the NFC South, which Tampa and Carolina are both in, if Atlanta wins tomorrow, Tampa's out. And Carolina's in. Because basically, the Panthers would essentially... They would basically, I think it's like they win. Hold on, let me read this. wait, because I'm trying to explain this the best way I can. I remember they came up short. No. Right, exactly. Okay. So basically, it says it here, but if Atlanta wins, it's a 3-way tie, but in the NFC South with Bucs, Carolina, and Atlanta. The Panthers win that tiebreak because they are leading head-to-heads. So what would happen is Panthers would literally come all the way up here. So that's how technical this shit can get. So I had a tough time explaining it, and then I had to reread it for a second. Sorry, because I had it, and sometimes I got to reread it. But that's basically what has to go down. But if the Saints win, the Bucs clinch. So it's really going to be... That's why I got a Saints jersey, baby. Let's go. Because we need them to beat the Bucs, man. We need the Bucs to be in the playoffs. This is my first 2 teams are in. I like that. And again, for you non-football fans, 4th seed, 8 and 9, I just explained it to you. It's divisional. It's not how it works. So because they're the best in the division, they get the seed. Niners, 12 and 5, possible playoff seed. I mean, they're not going to shift much. I mean, we'll see how the Rams do, but I think because they won, they're going to stay there. But, I mean, if the Rams lose, they're staying spots. But if the Rams win... Okay, so basically the Rams got to beat the Cardinals. And then they'll swap. Okay, got it. And then Green Bay, they're staying there. And then we mentioned the Panthers. So, interesting NFL season, guys. Interesting week 18, man. This is going to decide a few different spots. Some are more crucial than others, way more crucial than others. Season deciders, playoff deciders. But man, it's going to be an interesting one. So,